What's going on, guys? It's Alexa back with another video. Today we're going to be doing another product review. I have two different back to black products that we're going to be testing out today. So the first one I actually have is the Maguires Ultimate Black plastic restoration kind of kit. So it says here, makes trim and plastic look like new. It's supposed to have extended durability and it's supposed to last for weeks. If I look here on the back, it says it creates a nice rich darkness and shine. Is supposed to protect against UV rays. So you just shake well. You apply a small amount to a cotton terry cloth or maybe a microfiber cloth, and you just wipe off any excess. And it does say that if you have a pretty badly faded trim piece, 2 to 3 applications might be necessary. So yeah, this is Maguires. I know they're a pretty good brand. We bought this a little while ago, so I cannot remember the actual price, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere between $7 and $12. The one I bought today, I actually bought this from 4 Wheel Parts, and this is Forever Black Bumper and Trim Cleaner and Reconditioner. So this one looks more like a dye, but I really don't think it's not going to last forever, but it should last for a really good while. Here's all the things that you could use it for, but we're just going to be using it on the plastic trim on the outside of my Jeep. So it includes a cleaner, reconditioner, and an applicator, so that's really helpful. I have a microfiber towel for the Maguires Ultimate Black, so I'll use it on that. So yeah, it has everything here. It shouldn't attract dust, and it should also protect against UV damage, so that's good. It's environmentally safe. Maybe we could get a few months of pretty good shine for our trim after this. So I just want to compare the two. This one was about 15 bucks. That one was maybe 7 to 12 bucks. So we're going to see the difference to see if it's noticeable, to see if it's worth it. I want to apply it today because it is supposed to rain quite a bit tomorrow. And I want to see if, it's actually worth the price, and is the name brand, actually worth calling it Forever Black or Ultimate Black and all the other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead, make sure my trim pieces are nice and wiped off. I did get the Jeep washed a couple days ago, but I'm just going to make sure there's no dust or any debris or anything on the trim pieces, and then we'll go ahead and apply these. I'll check back in a few days and kind of show you guys the update to see how it lasted through the rain. It's supposed to rain again in a few days after tomorrow too, so we got plenty of chances of rain, so I'm curious to see how it's going to hold up. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start applying, and then we'll see the results. Alright guys, so I'm going to do the right side of the Jeep with the Maguires, and I'm going to do the left side with the Forever Black. So let me get started. Alright guys, so here's one part of this fender done. I think you guys get the idea. I apply a pretty liberous amount to my cloth and I rub it in circles. I made sure I got all the way down here. So if you guys can see, I didn't even finish the whole trim, but there's the difference. Pretty darn noticeable, so that's good. Looking really nice up here. So I'm curious to see how well it lasts. I'm also going to apply some to my hook here. We compare that to this and to the other fender. You guys can definitely see where that one looks a lot darker, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it looks a lot better, so I'm gonna go ahead, keep going at it, and I'll show you guys the finished results when I'm done with this side. So this side is all done, looking very nice and new. Really like the results. I did all of this up here. I even got my door handle, got this back trim as well. I got the back bumper, looking really good compared to the other side that's untouched. Really faded and gray. See all of that? Yep. Totally not touched yet. And I even stopped in the front so you can see the difference. There we go. that side, this side. So yeah, that's the Maguires. Now, of course, I expected it to look good. I'm curious to see how long it lasts. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, open the other pack, and see what that entails. So if I open this one, it does come with an applicator. Looks like something you can get inside any crevices that really need the detail. Here's the bottle. Bumper and trim reconditioner. You guys can see here. Pretty nice little size to it. Not as big as the other one, but. And it comes with a cleaner, actually. So this is to deep clean and prepare plastic, rubber, and vinyl. So you mix 4 ounces of the cleaner concentrate, which is basically the entirety of the bottle, with half a gallon of warm water. So you sponge solution on entire surface and scrub to remove any dirt, grease, and silicone, and you rinse off thoroughly with clean water. So you dry completely before you apply your Forever Black bumper and trim reconditioner. If surface is not completely clean of all oil and silicone, Forever Black bumper reconditioner will not adhere properly. I did not know it involved all of this, not gonna lie. And when you apply the conditioner, it does say to prevent staining of your hands. It wants you to wear rubber or latex gloves. Squeeze small amount of the reconditioner onto the applicator brush and apply an even coat of the reconditioner over the desired area. So yeah, this one is definitely a little more involved, but I would hope that because of that, it lasts a lot longer. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare the solution and go ahead and get ready to apply this. Alright guys, let me tell you about the downsides about this. Usually if you're doing this trim applicator, it's going to be to a large surface, and because of that, it sucks when you have a really tiny applicator, because I still have to do all of this, and I've only been able to do this one fender side. I still have to do all of that. It's very cold out here, so I really don't know how long I'm going to be out here, but I mean overall I can tell where it's kind of drying. It is looking darker, and because I have a white Jeep, if you hit any spots on accident, it's going to show up. So I'm definitely not happy about that. I really hope these results are worth it, but I'm going to keep going at it, and yeah, we'll see what it looks like when I'm done. Alright guys, here's the finished product. Don't mind the leaf blower noise, but yeah, it's a dye alright. And like I said, had some leftover residue, but I was able to wipe most of that off. So looks like it's still drying a little bit, so hopefully it lasts. We'll see. It is gonna rain tomorrow, so I'm curious, see how it turns out. But yeah, I'll update you guys after that rain. So it is a process though, I'm not gonna lie. So just wanted you guys to know that, and I'll update you in a minute. Alright guys, it is Wednesday. I applied the trim application on Friday, so this is about 5 days later. It has rained on it twice. So here are the results. I do see a little bit of streaking, so I do see with the dye you have to be very even with your brushes, because of course I feel like you're painting. This is just mud from the tires. And go along the side, I can see where if you didn't get all the way in between, it's a little faded. But yeah, all the way up here, overall not too bad. But like I said, 5 days later, 2 bouts of rain, and wouldn't you know it, it's about to rain again in a few days. Alright, so here's the other side where I had the cheaper Maguires product. I see it's a little faded when you come over here compared to here. A little faded. Down here looks a little faded, I can see that. Now Maguires did say if it's a heavily faded area, you may need 2 or 3 applications, so that is possible as well. Let's look up here, try to get the sun out. A little faded up there. Yep, I can see it's faded down here too. So yeah, not too bad. But if you guys are wondering why my wheels are black, make sure you check out my video where I showed you guys about the cosmetic change that I wanted for the truck. I think it looks really good, but yeah, I know that's a little different compared to the last time I picked up the camera. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick up the camera again in a few days and show you guys any more differences. I'm trying to get at least an entire week under my belt with several bouts of rain so you guys can see how it holds up. But yeah, so I'll see you guys again in a few days. Alright guys, here's day 10 of the results. Let's see, I'm actually heading to work, so don't mind me. Need to start the car to warm it up. It's rather cold out here. Oh yeah. I actually had to come out here and dry this portion off because it wasn't giving a good representation of what the color looked like when this was still pretty wet with morning dew. So if you guys can see, let me cover this up. This area is starting to get a little faded. It has been 10 days since the application. It has rained on it at least 3 times, I would say. Good old Virginia weather. A little faded back here. It's still, the surface is still drying a little bit. You can see it kind of on the side here. It's a little faded. If I go over to the front fender, kind of the same situation. It's drying, but I can see where it's a little gray down here. Once again, I can see some of the swirls, since, you know, this kind of seemed like a paint application instead of just, you know, conditioning, since this side was the dye. But overall, not too bad. If I go to the back fender, kind of the same situation. From what I can see here, it's not fading quite as bad as the other side. But if you see some of the parts where I didn't get 100%, that's fading a little bit. So, I don't know. I would say it did all right. But, I just don't like what I had to go through. And, you know, possibly staining my paint and everything. I did not like that. I don't know if this is something that you guys would just rather take to a shop and get it painted. I don't see what the issue would be there. But overall, not too bad. If you don't mind touching up your Jeep every, I don't know, every 2-3 weeks or so with just some restoration paint, then this isn't too bad. But let me know what you guys would rather do. Which product would you rather use as far as your trim restoration? Would you just say forget it and go get it painted? I hope this was a pretty good representation. Overall, it still looks pretty good. But, you know, I'll be interested to see what this looks like in another 3 weeks or so. So anyways, like I said, I hope this was somewhat informative for you guys. I wanted to see myself to compare the 2 products because I'm always buying trim restoration stuff and I never know what works best. So I kind of have my results here. I'll see what I want to do going forward. But as always, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying the content. I do post twice a week, so there's always something cool for you to watch. So thank you guys again, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.